right, got a text from my mom telling me to fix my hair. How's that?
There it is.
Looks like I stuck my finger in a light socket.
Dude, not bad.
Just coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Not bad. Have you ever shaved the top?
Yeah.
Like fully?
Oh no, not like big shave, but
Because I think sometimes like big beard, super short cut up top is kind of a what you think no.
I couldn't do that again. I did it for so many years. Like I was in ROTC in high school.
Oh yeah.
And then there was my bit in the military, and it just always shaved head.
That's true.
I can't do that anymore.
You had to do it for such a long time. Military guy.
Yep.
Is it keep it trim? They just have everybody go and get their haircut every...
Yeah, like I didn't have to shave it, but my hair grows so dang fast. It was easier just to be done with it.
Just not even worry about it. And then I don't know enough about... Do they let beards? I don't know enough about the military. Do they?
Not while I was in. I think they got a thing now. They allow it, like for religious.
That's how it always is.
Like that. So
that's almost like any oldest sibling. It's like they have to deal with the strictest, and over time everything just gets a little more. Were you the oldest?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's like, I remember my brother, he like wasn't allowed to see PG-13 movies till he was 13, and then I definitely was like watching them when I was, I don't know, 7 or 8 or whatever. So, and then then my sister, she was, because I was able to, well, she was like, well, I should be able to as well. So
yeah, just like 3 years old watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre out the gate.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh my God.
The other two turned out fine. Why not?
I definitely remember going to my friend's house on Halloween and like watching that movie and being so fucked up over that. Are you kidding me? Like, definitely. I'm also not a horror movie guy. I mean, I like them. But I also, they freak me out. The gore, and it just was a lot.
See,
when I was
movies.
10.
I loved horror movies. I think the only one that got me was Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which is hilarious because it's probably like the most corniest horror movie out there.
I like a nice corny, funny
that's
horror
pretty
movie.
Up there. Like,
yeah, that's more my style.
With a popcorn gun and getting wrapped in cotton candy. It's that movie's a mess, man.
I think I stumbled upon that movie once when. By the way, welcome to the RetroLab podcast.
We just started hopping into
episode
this.
3.
What's up, everybody?
Woo! We're live on Twitch right now in the RetroLab. Futureman, MadDawgMike, the pizza dude, and we're ready to hang out and have a good time. And then we're going to play some games later. We're going to talk about some gaming news. Should be a real nice ep. We're back after a week away. Mike, you're feeling better?
Yes, feeling so much better. Sorry, everybody. My allergies put me down for the count. It happens sometimes. I wanted to give you guys 110%.
Yeah.
Every time I'm here.
No, allergies are no joke. I used to not understand, and then all of a sudden, like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, when I was living in New York, and again, people have said like, well, was it this or that or this in your New York City apartment? It was very specifically like this one apartment when I was working as a teacher as well. So the kids, they were sick all the time. But I think it was allergies. I don't know. It was just like brutal, stuffy, nonstop, runny nose, stuffy nose, itchy.
Yeah.
But it's just gone now. Now I'm cured.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's amazing how that works.
Maybe you'll be okay. Like in a couple years, it'll just fix itself. It'll just be okay.
That would be awesome. That would be so awesome because it happens like when the seasons change hardcore, like the hot to the cold and then the cold to the hot. It doesn't always happen, but I can basically set my watch to it. Twice a year, I'm gonna be out.
Yeah.
And I was okay at wintertime. I didn't really have it too bad, but this time it just put me on my rear end.
Yeah, just knocked you out.
Needed that week.
Well, we're glad to have you back. Glad you're okay. And hope all you guys at home are doing good, feeling good. It is it's summer. Is it officially summer? It feels like summer.
Yeah, oh yeah, I would say it's summer.
I never know when it actually the season changes, but it is summer. I think it's summer. It feels like summer. With around here, it's just like we kept getting little glimpses, and then it would like fake us out and revert back. It was like 80, 20 degrees, 80 degrees, 6 degrees, raining all week.
If I go out and if I'm leaving my house and I feel a wall when I pass through the threshold of my door, and I'm just like, surface of the sun, then yeah, it's summertime. I don't care.
Yeah, the humidity. You just walk into it here. Did you check out the lunar eclipse?
I did. I caught it for, like, I went outside, went, ooh, and then went back inside.
Yeah, I went outside, kind of looked at it for a while. I was like, yeah, there it is. Lunar eclipse. Yeah, it's definitely a lunar eclipse.
It wasn't like a couple of years ago it was like 2 years ago we had that other eclipse, the total eclipse happen or whatever. And
yeah, the total
I was
eclipse.
working nights at the time. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take a quick nap before work. I'll set my alarm to what the news said, and I'll be up. And I slept through the total part, and I woke up like as it was coming off of the eclipse. So I was like, damn it. Oh, well.
Barely missed it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, though. I think if an asteroid today, they were just like, there's an asteroid coming to Earth,
I would hope Bruce Willis was on it.
Yeah, we would hope Bruce Willis. That would be
the first thing.
That would be the
Bruce
main,
Willis on it.
Yeah, we would need a plan. Good thing we already have a plan.
Yeah, right? You just
Michael Bay figured it out.
Acme Rocket. Yeah, Steven Tyler's just sitting in the Vatican. Don't want to close my eyes. Just get everybody ready.
Dude, do you remember that came out and Deep Impact like in the same year?
Yeah. Do you remember the core?
Okay, no.
My Kung Fu is Strong?
No.
Is the movie where like
I assume they have to dig to the center of the earth to do something, or what's hey,
it's
private detective here, case closed.
Yeah, like the Earth's
how did I guess that
gravitational magnetic whatever something goes out of whack, so they gotta set off nukes in the core of the Earth.
Perfect, amazing.
You got the movie's a classic. I'm not going anywhere further than that. You got to watch that one. If you like those like apocalyptic, like, oh god, the world's ending because of a natural thing.
Sure. That's up there.
Movie. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I always found
my mom quotes
funny
that movie like a million times a day.
Really?
Yeah. The like they have a character
the core.
In there. Yeah. They have a character in there who's constantly just like, my Kung Fu is strong because of his part of the team. It's
just a classic. It's a modern day classic.
And it's so like, this is how classic it is. You remember way back when, set in the Wayback Machine.
Yes.
When they were like, oh, I could get you unlimited long distance if you fold a gum wrapper and whistle a certain tune into your phone when you dial this number. They do that in the movie. And I'm just like, God, this was made back in like 2001. It had to have been, because who has Nokias like that anymore? But yeah.
It is fun, like seeing movies in the 90s to early 2000s and seeing that transition from like nobody having phones or people like working on computers, like early hacking or like The Net with Sandra Bullock. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah. Hackers.
Kind of a deep cut. I've actually never seen Hackers.
You've never seen? Dude, that is right up your alley. Like, this room is Hackers.
This is it?
Oh my God. Matthew Lillard in that movie alone is worth it.
So good.
Hack the planet. Thank you, Night of the Moon. Hack the planet. Yes, Matthew Lillard is in it. That's one of his early movies.
Yeah.
For those of y'all who don't know, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Right.
Friggin' Angelina Jolie. It was like one of her first movies.
Okay.
she was married to the main character guy. I can't remember his name. I can't even think of like
Billy
another
Bob
movie
Joe
no
Thornton.
before him.
Can't keep track of all these
Somebody help me
celebrities
out
getting
here.
married.
Um,
MC Hammer.
no, I don't
Okay.
think she was married to MC Hammer.
Listen, hey,
Maybe, I don't know.
you don't
But
know.
that movie was so good too. You need to watch that one. We're just
got-
making
we
a
got-
list, y'all.
We got to
Making
make a
a list.
list, yeah. Well, I was looking through the Amazon Prime list, and I was getting this place set up for doing like movie watching streams in here, so we'll be getting that going again. I was kind of testing that out a little bit. I don't know, when was that, last year actually? We're getting it going a little bit after like our DJs and space streams, but I'd like to
Yeah.
make that a regular thing again because there's actually a pretty good list of movies on Amazon Prime, and I was watching GoldenEye.
Oh yeah,
James Bond GoldenEye, which like I feel like a
I'm
lot of people,
invincible.
dude, yeah, a lot of people like love that game so much. I almost feel like the love for the game like surpassed the movie, but the movie's got like
Oh yeah, the movie's quality.
some good
The movie's
stuff
quality.
going for it. He was a good Bond.
Oh yeah, Pierce Brosnan, he was a beautiful Bond. He was amazing.
Yeah.
Everything about him.
I did not watch the rest of the Pierce Brosnan movies though, so I can't speak to like his overall legacy because I didn't see or I like don't really remember seeing the other ones.
I think
they
I've
kind of
seen
just
all of
it,
his.
I think didn't they just generally get like a little bit worse
I
over
wouldn't
time?
say they got worse. They definitely got cornier.
Which
I
that
would
kind
say
of goes
cornier
hand in hand
because-
with some like Bond movie stuff. There, some of them kind of are a little.
Yeah, but you know, like in GoldenEye, he does it a couple times where he does like the typical action movie one-liner at the end of something.
I love a good one-liner
Like you
though.
know, somebody get like somebody's head explodes. It's like, oh, don't lose your head over it or something.
I love that.
Something like that. But
yeah.
I really like the one he did with Halle Berry. I think that was the last one he did.
I can't remember like any.
Die Another
there's-
Day.
I get them
I think it was
confused
what it
because we
was
got all the
called.
Austin Powers,
Yeah,
Spy Who Shagged Me.
yeah. I think it was Die Another
Die
Day.
Another Day, maybe?
Was what? Yeah, with
There
Halle
it
Berry.
is.
Yeah,
Halle
that's the
Berry's
one.
named Jinx.
Yes.
Halle Berry. Okay. Did she play Catwoman and then nothing else? Did that like
I think she did
tank
another
it?
movie called Gothica and then like disappeared.
Yeah.
Because I know she came back. She did like a Netflix movie recently, I think.
I'm
where
sure
she
no, I'm
played,
sure
like-
she's still doing stuff, but I feel like
Yeah.
she was a massive, huge name,
yeah, she
huge
was-
star. And then
She was poster on the wall worthy.
as Jinx Johnson.
Poster
Yeah.
on the wall worthy back in the day.
Yeah, she was a pretty good Bond girl. 2004 was Catwoman.
Oh, so Catwoman was okay.
after Gothica. 2003
Swordfish?
Gothica.
She was great in Swordfish
Okay,
with John
Swordfish.
Travolta
Yeah.
and Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman was in that one. Oh, she was in John Wick. I totally forgot.
The first one?
The third one.
I haven't seen the third one yet. I've seen 1 and 2. I haven't seen the third one.
Third one is
I'll keep my
fantastic.
eyes peeled for her and John Wick 3. I would
Wait,
love the
she was
cross.
in Kingsman?
I want John Wick and the guy from Taken. to
Liam
te-
Neeson.
Yeah, I
and
want Liam
friggin-
Neeson and John Wick. For some reason, I want like
Yo, can we have
John.
like a Freddy
I want
versus
Liam
Jason?
Neeson's dog to get taken, and then John. He's like, who do we get to? Or so I don't know. Or maybe
No.
John Wick's dog is taken, and then
taken,
he's
yeah.
like, all right, I need
But I
somebody
almost-
who knows how to find people.
I almost like the idea of like Freddy versus Jason, but it's John Wick versus
Oh.
Liam Neeson's Taken character.
Oh, and okay, so maybe it's a situation where, sort of like how Iron Man and Captain America, both that were kind of good guys, and we could sort of see the point of view from both sides. So
Yeah.
it's not like one guy necessarily has to be a bad guy, but maybe there's like a third party who's like turning them against each other, and they're having to sort of
See, like right here, Taker instead of Taken.
take the
Liam-
whole new
Liam
twist on the
takes John's
series from
dog.
Aggro in the chat. Perfect.
John Wick's dog is Taken. A dog.
I didn't see any of those movies with the huge cast of like 80s, action hero movie.
Oh,
Dude,
Expendables.
okay, I didn't see any of those.
Those were good.
Were they kind of fun?
They were
like bad, like cheese, like, but they know what they were doing though. Like
Jean-Claude Van Damme shows up, and you've just hit the pinnacle
Perfect.
of 80s action heroes that just. You looked better a long time ago, my guy.
Dude, he had one of the best
He
mullets.
got cut for this, but you could tell he's
showing his age.
He is showing his age.
Yeah. He's got to be like 70 now,
At
right?
least.
He's got to
At
be
least.
70. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Dude, whenever I think of him, I just want to...
61? He's 61?
61.
I definitely had a peg for like 70s.
Yeah.
Wow.
He can do the splits, man, and had a great mullet.
That man can dance.
That man can dance.
He can do bike jumps.
Yeah, he's
like
up
crazy.
there.
He could be a cop through time and just kick ass.
I think he just kept releasing movies. Like, never stopped. Like, just straight to DVD style movies, though, I think.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now they have straight to streaming. It's kind of tough to differentiate. Like, you could kind of tell back in the day if it was a like not as good movie, if it was straight to VCR or straight to DVD. But now, because you've got these high profile movies that are going straight to streaming,
Yeah.
and so are like kind of the garbage movies, it can get a little bit. You have to decipher a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit. They got like even like height of COVID, and they had like, well, I guess Matrix 4 wasn't like height of COVID, but that was definitely one
Yeah.
that, you know, if you had HBO Max, you could watch a day of, and
Yeah.
like Godzilla versus King Kong and stuff like that.
I like that. I'm even okay with them doing like, all right, it's out in theaters, and then it comes out a month later on streaming. I actually watched
like,
Batman.
Batman's already on HBO Max.
I watched it. That's how I watched it.
Yeah, that's how I
Would have
just
been a great
watched it
movie to
recently.
see
Yeah.
in theaters for sure, but I've got a pretty decent setup down here. You know, I've got a pretty decent setup and really enjoyed watching that. I watched that in here. I watched Dune in here, which is also like another visually.
I don't know if I could have gone to the theaters to see Batman. That's a 3-hour-long movie.
Yeah,
they need an intermission because I'd have to stop to pee at some point.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
That's another good reason to watch at home.
I'm getting there in age, man. Like,
Yeah.
My bladder just goes rogue at times. Just like all of a sudden.
Yeah. Do you get like drinks and stuff when you're at the movie theater? I usually get like a big icy. It's kind of I know it's just like 100% pure sugar.
It's tradition.
But it's
man.
like, listen, I don't go that often. Give me that big, giant, icy. I definitely do not like missing parts of the movie, though.
Yeah, like my movie theater at this point has gotten rid of large popcorns. They just have giant metal bowls that they fill up for like 20 bucks. You can have, I think it's 2 large drinks and the bottomless popcorn, which is just a giant metal bowl.
Dude.
They just scoop up and give it to you.
What is the idea that?
For families, I would
Okay,
think.
yeah.
Like
just
when I
passing the
took my
bowl up
kids
and
to
down.
go see Sonic, that probably would have been a great option. I got them the little kids trays, but I went and saw the new Doctor Strange with Sam, and I was like, you know, I'm trying to be the good boyfriend. You know, I'm like, yeah, you know, let's shell out a little bit of money here. She knows my bank account's empty, but why the hell not?
Hey, come on,
Get
a little
that
treat,
big old
right?
thing of popcorn. That was stupid. For the
Did you guys
two of
have
us.
like?
Yeah, like we had
not
a
even
constant
close?
stream going, but no, like not even a third.
You tried
of
your
that
best,
was
and it
gone.
was just like, no, we couldn't.
No.
Hey, listen though, you have that memory. Remember, we went. You got the big thing of popcorn. We couldn't eat it. Doctor Strange. Overall, spoiler-free thoughts.
Overall, spoiler-free thoughts. Sam Raimi as the director, the man has his footprint on this movie.
Yes.
Like, if there's any point that, like, every part of this movie you could go, yeah, this is his. Yeah.
Directed the original Spider-Man
Army
movies,
of Darkness.
Evil Dead. Yeah. So that's awesome because we were talking about this a little bit before. you never know if the studio, especially in such a important, big money making series, these Marvel movies, if they're gonna like not want him to kind of do more of his unique.
It's like telling Michael Bay,
styles.
Hey, could you dial back the explosions a little? No, this is a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
We need at least 10 in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. The explosions are the movie.
Yeah.
So he really.
Yes.
It was stylistically very much.
It was a little darker than most of the other films, but in a good way.
Sure.
I would give this movie, because if I keep talking, I'm gonna spoil something.
Sure.
I would give it a solid 8 out of 10.
There you go.
It earned its stripes.
And you've read the comics.
Yes.
You watched the shows.
Yep.
So it checks that box for you as a
fan,
enthusiast.
Yes.
As a connoisseur.
Yes. Oh,
as a master nerd.
I wouldn't go master nerd.
No, okay.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
No,
right.
when I come to think about it,
So well, what'd you think of Batman? Because Batman's pretty dark. Dark in a different way, dark in the same way.
Yeah,
I mean, it's literally dark in that movie. A lot of it's night and grimy.
Yeah. It wasn't bad, and I got done watching it, and my first thought was I need to apologize to the internet because, of course, Edward Cullen is Batman. Huh? I don't want that. Okay, keep your sparkly self back where you belong. All right, you ain't got no business being in my Batman
did
movie.
You learn nothing from The Dark Knight and Heath Ledger? Hello, my good man. Everybody was like, Heath Ledger, romantic movie guy.
Did you not watch A Knight's Tale? Well, I guess that was romantic too.
It was, dude. Yeah, and everybody was going crazy saying he's gonna suck. He's gonna fucking suck, dude. He is.
See, I didn't think that about Heath Ledger. I thought that about Jared Leto.
I feel very neutral about his take on the Joker. Very neutral in the sense that, like, I don't know. I almost want to go against all the. I think you weren't a fan, Pizza Dude.
You want it?
No, I was not a fan of the Jared Leto's Joker.
You want to know what did it for me? What killed the whole thing? His laugh. That's it.
Yeah, it was a goofy
That was
laugh.
the only, as soon as he did his dude, the Joker has a laugh.
Yeah.
There is a Joker laugh and you hocking up a loogie.
Yeah,
all right?
He just missed.
And just as soon as he did his laugh, I was like, nope, can't do it. Not my Joker.
And my whole
Get
thing
him out of
is, like in the comics and the movies, nobody knows where the Joker came from. Nobody knows who he is. And then he's like on national TV. Everybody knows who he is. I'm like, this is kind of stupid.
Yeah, it's a tough balance.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the same Joker? Because
he's supposed to be a different Joker.
Jared Leto's Joker wasn't on national TV too much. Are you thinking of Joaquin Phoenix or whatever the hell his name is?
Oh my God, I am.
Yeah,
okay,
let's get our Jokers figured out.
We're talking
here.
face tattoos.
Yeah. Okay, so Gangster
teeth.
Joker.
Yeah,
that's right. Okay, my bad.
underground mob boss
Dude's
Joker.
getting his Jokers mixed up.
These Joker variants.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the blinged out Joker either, but the Joker movie I was not a fan of either.
Yeah, I was on the fence with that one. I think I'm still on the fence with that Joker.
I think Mark Hamill's best Joker.
That's
probably.
the only
Mark
Joker.
Hamill's probably best Joker. But Heath Ledger, circling back to the internet and the internet, jumping to conclusions sometimes as they do.
I did it.
Yeah. So a little bit. So think about that. I that has 100% changed my approach in terms of, if somebody's cast as something, maybe they nailed the audition. Maybe
I just couldn't see him being able to pull off the duality of the Batman character. Because you look at Michael Keaton and Val Kilmer. Personally, my two favorite Batmans, because they were able to do Batman,
Yeah.
but they also did Bruce Wayne really well. Christian Bale did it good enough to hit the list.
Yeah.
George Clooney, I think he did Bruce Wayne better than he did Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Robert Pattinson come up. And I think I kind of had to take the tone of the movie into account for this one and kind of what
Big
they were
time.
going with
Yeah.
his Bruce Wayne. And I sat there, I got about halfway through the movie, and I paused it because I needed a break.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? He's doing... Oh, I forgot. Okay, Ben Affleck. I only really saw him as Batman. Like, he had his little bits as Bruce Wayne, but...
Batman.
And
Thick
okay.
Batman. I thought he was fine.
Batfleck.
Yeah.
But Robert Pattinson, for his Batman and for the tone and the story that they were trying to set, did a solid Batman and Bruce Wayne cast. So I got done with the movie. I watched it. I'm like, if there's a sequel, I'm going to go see it in theaters. I'm not going to wait for it to come out on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Because he did a solid job as that Batman.
I think so. I think he did, you know? He's that, like, it's not year one Batman. It's like year 2 or year 3.
Yeah.
Just young. It's like young, still figuring stuff out, making mistakes here and there. Grimy, dark, Gotham. I think he did a good job.
Like, he's still trying to do the Bruce Wayne thing, but
yeah.
like he's still in that phase where he's like, I need to not shine on the Wayne legacy thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Did we talk about this on another app already?
No, I think we talked
No,
about it
I
off
hadn't
stream
seen it
before.
yet.
That's right. We were waiting. Okay. That's
But,
right.
I really like the Batmobile in the new one.
The
I got-
Dodge Charger
I got
variant
goosebumps when
Batmobile.
he
Yeah.
started it up the first time. I was like, oh man, I wish I would have saw this.
Yo,
in
the car
theaters.
guy in me felt things that are not appropriate for TV,
Yeah.
okay?
I was like, oh,
Straight up.
oh.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice reveal. And great car chase sequence.
Yep.
And, I mean, they included this shot in the trailer, but the upside down shot of him walking towards him, obviously, the symbolism of, like, the bat hanging, you know.
Yeah.
I loved that. And the color grading on that and Dune, there's, like, this color grading or cinematography
Dude,
that I
so
think that
good.
just in both those movies, that had a look to them, and it had to do with the scenery and the overall aesthetic and vibe that just really enhanced that
Like,
experience.
that Gotham felt like almost Arkham Knight-esque.
You play those
Gotham.
games?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they're great. They're so
Like-
good. Wait, speaking of, the new trailer
For Gotham Knights.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I did. The gameplay trailer,
What do you
showed
think?
a little bit of gameplay from Nightwing and Red Hood.
And this is from not Rocksteady. It's from, is it Warner Brothers? Does anybody in the chat know? Or
I
anybody?
can't remember.
This is not from.
But I think this is a continuation of the Arkham series because Batman's dead.
Yes. So Rocksteady, who
WB
did
Games Montreal.
It is
doing
WB
it.
Games Montreal. They did Arkham Origins, which I still enjoyed. A lot of people saw that as like the game that didn't, hit that high standard that Rocksteady put on the other games. But I still had a great time with that game and understand what they were going for, even if it didn't take things to the next level like the other games. But Gotham Knights
It's
is not
What are they
set in the
doing?
Arkhamverse. It is not a sequel. Interesting. Okay, well, there it is. We're looking at the internet right here. The top thing says it's not connected.
So that's crazy.
It's not
'cause-
carried over from Rocksteady Games. They're completely separating it.
Okay. Well, the gameplay trailers I watched, it looks fun. It kind of still looks like it has that free flow combat system that
Of course.
the Arkham games
Yeah.
had. Like city traversal,
Mm-hmm.
they showed like two separate ways. Like you have like the rooftop traversal
Yes.
of Nightwing and Red Hood. And then you have the bike that it's like the Bat Cycle or something like that. The dialogue and what happens like during the fights and all this other stuff all looked really solid. And I especially liked, and they showed a little teeny tiny little bit of the cooperative play of Nightwing and Red Hood fighting baddies together.
Yeah, cool.
And like there at one point, if you remember in some of the sequence in Arkham Knight where you'd be doing a mission with like Nightwing or something and you could like do team attacks.
Really cool.
They have that in this. Like you could
nice.
It was like Red Hood like popped this dude up and was like Nightwing.
Yes.
Did some weird flip. Boom.
And it just looks cool and feels good. Yeah. Those games you
solid.
could like get by not mashing, but like you could brute force your way through certain scenarios, or you could get extremely technical.
You kind of had
and things would get a little bit more in depth because of the different enemies that you would fight. It would almost necessitate using certain gadgets to expose their weaknesses. And it was cool because you'd be like balancing so many enemies at the same time and getting those combos going that it just had like a nice little flow to it. When you got into a good flow, it felt really cool.
I think Arkham Knight was the best balance between that.
Arkham Knight was
of like brute forcing it, but then also using the technical stuff, especially like the big sequence I'm seeing in my head is an incident with GCPD, and you have like that entire armada of enemies outside of it, plus you have the ones inside. So you have the Batmobile mix sequence with the fighting inside, but the balance of enemies is in such a fashion where you have like 3 brute big guys, like 5 shield dudes, a couple of people with guns, and then a sprinkling of like hand-to-hand guys. All of them on you at once.
Figure it out,
and
Batman.
You cannot fight each enemy the same way.
No.
I loved it. I had so much fun with that game.
Yeah. So good. I am excited. I got to watch that trailer still. I think this is true. They're no longer releasing it on the past generation of consoles. I think it's only... What do we call it now? Is it next gen now, or is it current gen? Is it are we officially current gen now?
Yeah, I would say that. The
so
PS5
I wonder
and Xbox have been out long enough.
I wonder if that's going to mean that the game's going to be like nicely optimized for the new consoles, or only being released on PC and next gen consoles.
Okay, they're calling it next gen, but
So there
no
it is.
PS4, Xbox One release.
Do we have a release date on that?
October 25th.
Okay, so as of right now, it's coming out this year. We'll see. It seems like a lot of games are getting delayed just all the time, where it's almost like if I see a release date, I'm just kind of like,
yeah,
okay,
I've been
well, there's
kind of
maybe
release dates at this point.
Yeah,
because like even I
it's
feel
just
so
it's just a
bad.
maybe.
Yeah,
right.
Like what's that big space game people are Stellaris or starts with an S. Starfield is that
from
just
Bethesda.
got delayed, and like
Starfield, okay,
the
so
God of War creator was like bashing on Xbox because of the delay and stuff like that. It
drama.
was a mess.
Drama was bashing on him for a delay. That's weird.
Yeah, he was
just work on your game.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is he upset because he wants it to come out on Xbox and?
I think it was more of a like. Here,
we've got him on the line. Let's talk to him.
It's working great. Nailed it.
Hello? He hung up. What the fuck?
What a bastard.
Dude, he hung up. I can't, but we'll try and get him on the line again.
Man, What is it? David. Hey, David. Whatever the hell his last name is.
Yeah, we'll try and get him on the line maybe for next week's show. Anyways, so Starfield delayed. Dead Space delayed.
They can delay Dead Space till Kingdom Come.
I'm okay with them delaying any game. Honestly,
that game right.
That's my approach.
Is at such a high standard.
Yeah, it is
for me because Dead Space, all 3 games were absolutely amazing.
Dude, I'm with you on all 3 being amazing. A lot of people were like, the third one sucks.
Dude, the third one was so amazing.
Third one was a change of pace and a change of style.
The co-op
and
in that,
I still liked it. I didn't even play it in co-op, and I still enjoyed it.
Okay,
I could see how co-op enhanced it, but it's like how Alien to Aliens was a clear change in tone. Not saying that Dead Space 3 was like
but the co-op
Aliens, but in terms of tone.
The co-op didn't really even change the tone though. The co-op changed the story.
Let
me tell you a story. We'll drive the Wayback Machine back. Dead Space 3's just coming out, right? And you play as Isaac Clarke and Carver, I think was the other guy's name.
Yeah.
Right? And you're going through this game, and I'm playing with my buddy online, and we're talking to each other, and all of a sudden, my buddy's like, "What is that sound?" And I have no sound. I'm sitting, I was like, we're walking through a hallway. I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
The kids laughing. Do you hear them? No. Why is there a birthday present right there at the end of the hall? Dude, there's no birthday present. There is a birthday present at the end of the hall. There are kids laughing and screaming like there's a party.
Yeah.
He takes a picture and sends it to me. Because of Carver's character and his past, he was being affected by like the monoliths in a different way than Isaac was. So if you played as Carver, you were getting a whole new different view than what Isaac was. So I'm thinking my friend's going nuts.
Which is awesome.
So well done.
Love that. And I didn't know about that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I enjoyed the third one, and saw that even though maybe it didn't, I think people's expectations were extremely high, and it went for a more action style. It just went for a more action style, less horror.
Less horror, more action, yeah.
Which I'm okay. I'm okay with them trying to like switch things up a little bit. And the good news is with this remake, I think they're going to take it back to the basics. I'm getting the feeling that it's going to be sort of like the Resident Evil 2 remake, maybe.
I hope that it is not.
What do you mean?
Because I'm a huge Resident Evil fan.
Yeah, well.
I'm a huge Resident Evil fan.
Whoa.
And Resident Evil 2 remake was good in its own right.
It was incredible.
It was.
Why is your voice so high when you said that?
Because
it was.
It felt nothing like the original one. Like I felt like they took the blueprint of Resident Evil 2 and was like, copy my homework but make it your own. And then they just changed little bitty things here and there.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the game. Solid like 9 out of 10 for me.
Yes.
But I had to take myself out of being a Resident Evil fan and starting over from the beginning.
Yeah. Did you want still like the isometric? Did you want that old school style?
No, I was cool. I was good with the over the shoulder stuff.
Okay.
Like I've been playing it that way since Resident Evil 4.
Sure.
Like, that's the new Resident Evil definition now.
Yeah.
I just there were certain parts of it that I just wasn't digging.
Just didn't dig it.
I just wasn't digging it. And Dead Space 1, I want them, and I know they're not. I want them to copy and paste, but make it scarier.
Okay.
Like, you could change little parts of the story, that's fine. But the story is perfect the way it is. The gameplay was perfect the way it was.
Yes.
Keep all that.
Yes.
I just want more jump scares. With the advancement in Unreal or whatever engine that they're using, they can make it scarier.
Yeah.
But don't change it up too much.
Right.
Right? It's like Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, and 4, or 1 to Black Flag, had a certain style. Then they came out with Origin, which basically was like, hey, it's an Assassin's Creed game by title only.
Sure.
Totally different in every other way.
They changed it up.
Sometimes that works, but if you're going to remake a classic game that
Wait, back to Resident Evil 2. It wasn't scary enough?
I didn't think it was. Like, it had some
Did you
good jump scares.
Okay. You weren't freaking out?
There was a couple of parts.
You weren't running out of ammo? And like,
no, because I played Resident Evil. Run, save your ammo for for the big bads, but you can dodge around. And there was a couple of times where I was like, oh shit, zombie falling out the door.
Sure.
But
damn, I
like.
Did you play with the lights out?
Yeah, I streamed it a couple of times.
Huh.
And the only jump scares I got it was from people jump scaring on my stream, like using the jump scare command.
Dude, what the hell?
But like Mr. X didn't faze me either because it was like playing with Nemesis in the original Resident Evil 3.
Oh my gosh.
OG Resident Evil 2 scared me more than the new one. Maybe it's because I was a little younger and all this other stuff, but...
Well, what game scares you? What's like a new recent game that scares you? What game has done that for you? Because I feel like, I get super immersed in these games, and so Resident Evil 2 is freaking me out. What other games have I played that freaked me out?
Alien Isolation.
Alien Isolation was definitely...
That was one that made me pee a little.
Okay, that one got you. Okay,
yeah.
so you have played games where they have gotten you.
There have been plenty of games, like The Evil Within.
Try VR, says Aggro in the chat. You know any VR horror?
Oh, God, yeah. Doom 3 in VR.
It's crazy.
Like, Doom 3 is a little scary. It's a little
Doom
scary.
3, they went very dark.
Yes.
And, like, literally lights out.
Doom 3 in VR, when that shit is in your face the whole time,
it's crazy.
Is a whole nother level.
Yeah.
No, because, like, you're sitting there, and now you can, like, check your corners, and, like, you could give a little peek.
Sure.
They prepared for that.
Yeah.
They backed up the jump scares. So it's like, oh, I remember there was a guy that drops out from right here, but only right after you go around the corner. Yeah, no.
They adjusted it?
No, they're like, okay, you're around the corner. All right, well, where's the guy? You walk up a little bit. Bam, there he is. So yeah, that game will screw you up. Five Nights at Freddy's in VR did the same thing to me as well.
Those games are dumb, dude.
Mad Dog Mom is throwing you under the bus.
Always throwing me under the bus.
Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't understand the allure of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like
it gets
look
the
on
heart
this
going.
camera. Look, it's just a jump scare game. Jump scares are the cheapest kind of scare. I like a slow burn, a nice, ease the tension up. You don't know what's going to happen next. You're creeping around corner. I mean, it's just that style game, I guess, doesn't really do it for me.
Within?
You know what? Yes, but very briefly, and I did not finish it. Not because I didn't enjoy it, but I think we just moved to something else. It's one of the few games that I did not play through. The first and the second. I don't think they had a third, right?
No.
And there was a guy who was attached to Resident Evil that was the director of that game or that series.
The second one, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, he did. Yeah, he directed both of them. Yeah.
Okay, then yes, I just have a little bit of experience with the first one.
I would go back and give those a try if you like those slow burn.
Okay.
Those slow burn creepy games.
Yeah, maybe come Halloween time, I'll take a dive back into those.
Outlast always gets me.
Oh, Outlast, yes.
Outlast are
the twin dongs.
Scary.
Outlast. God damn it. Guy just is holding the camera up the whole time. You can't fight back. I hate it.
That's what scared me.
I gotta run.
I couldn't fight back. I had to run.
Yeah, or running out of batteries.
Yeah.
Those games are pretty brutal for me to play. It's almost like
Halloween time.
You don't hide in the right place. I don't know. Not my favorite genre.
You know what? We're gonna get Futureman to play Tattletale. That's gonna be the
I've never even heard of that. That doesn't sound scary. Tattletale,
like demonic Furby knockoff. That's all I'm gonna say about that game.
Oh my god. Well, We'll do it. Let's go over to game news. I feel like we've got a lot of news to cover.
Yeah, we do.
Between last week, couple things from last week, and some stuff this week. So we're gonna go over to Pizza Dude with some gaming news. What's the first thing on the docket, Pizza Dude?
We have more news for PlayStation Plus coming up. Let's see. It launches June 13th in the U.S., which most people know. June 23rd for Europe and Australia and New Zealand. Some new things that have come out. I got it here up on the stream. I'll scroll down a little bit so we can go through that. It will include improved frame rates and higher image quality.
This is the classic games.
Yeah, and the PS3 and PS4 games. And
Here,
stuff.
scroll up real quick. Is
Sure.
it the list of all the games
Yeah,
there?
those are the game lists.
Let's take a quick peek at that.
So that is
Original
So this is the
Ape
classic
Escape.
games. So it's important to note that Sony did say this is an early list. So
Sure.
I believe the plan is that the new ones are going to be released month to month. But here is the classic ones for right now.
Siphon
Yeah.
Filter, solid game to start
I
with.
remember playing that at my buddy's house.
Yeah.
Siphon Filter.
Worms are great too.
Yeah, what else? Next. This is remasters.
This is the remasters of it looks like PS1 games for PS4, I believe,
Yep.
because you got like the Jack and Daxters.
I think this is PS2. A lot of these are PS2, I believe.
Maybe.
Maybe just
I don't
both.
remember
Maybe it
where
could all
those
be
came
mixed.
out.
Yeah,
on.
it could be a mix. You're probably right. They're a mix.
Okay.
I'm excited about it. Well, the Jack and Daxters were always great.
I already own those.
Right, you're covered.
Let's see.
Man,
Then we got the third-party
Bioshock.
ones. Bioshock.
I got that one. Kingdoms of Amalur,
Yeah.
Bulletstorm, Borderlands.
The
Yeah, I own
Harry
most of that
Potter
list.
collection. Here's the big ones. So these
PlayStation
are
3
PS3 games.
via
Okay.
streaming.
Which is important to note. This is the premium plan up here for everybody.
Yeah,
wondering.
because you only
'Cause
get
you
certain
can't
ones.
you can't access all games on.
Has anyone done? Have either of you guys, anybody in the chat, done any gaming via streaming and have any like experience with that? How that performs?
I use the XCloud on my phone every once in a while.
I mean, is it, like, on
it's
your
pretty solid?
Like the PlayStation Now streaming games wasn't bad.
No, I tried that a long time ago, but I was like, I'm not paying for this. This is
The input latency was like okay, and
yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
frame rate. You guys were saying it was pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
The XCloud.
All right.
I'm in the XCloud beta because I have the Ultimate Game Pass for Xbox, and it's solid. I play it on my phone. I got the Backbone, which, if you're not familiar with, is a controller that hooks to around your iPhone. It's iPhone only,
Yeah,
and it is solid.
works pretty damn good, huh?
Yep.
Okay, I mean that's pretty crazy to me. But that's awesome. I mean, there's a decent list of games there.
Yeah, I mean, Infamous,
I'm not like-
Infamous
2, great games.
great games.
There's Demon Souls on there.
Ico.
Yeah, Demon Souls, Red Dead, Undead Nightmare.
Yes.
I thought I read too that Red Dead Redemption 2 was going to be in there too.
Yeah.
That might be part of like the PS4, PS5 library.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Did they have a list of those?
Let's back out.
I wonder if they included it down below. There it
What's this
is.
PlayStation Studios, PS4.
Yeah, this is more like they got Days Gone, Bloodborne on there, Ghosts of Tsushima, God of War, the new God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn,
This is crazy.
both of the Marvel Spider-Mans, Medieval remake, Shadow of Colossus, The
There's
Last of Us,
Returnal.
Oh yeah,
Uncharted.
Returnal's going to be on there. Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah,
Here's
these
the
are the
third
new
party.
ones that got added on.
Outer Wilds.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a fun game.
Dead Cells,
Dead
Dead
Cells
Cells.
got a
Hollow
lot of
Knight,
good
Celeste.
updates.
Final
good
Fantasy
indie
15.
choices.
Dude, Celeste, one of the all-time best games. Yes. I don't know. I'm pretty impressed with the list of titles here. I think they had to come out swinging because Microsoft has like so much value on the Game Pass that like
Yeah.
if anything less than this would have been a bad play by them. Would not have looked good.
See, this trials thing that they got, certain games, they'll give you a limited timed trial.
I wonder what that means exactly. Limited time trial.
I'm not a huge fan of that.
Those
Like, they give you an hour to play Horizon Forbidden West. You're not going to get that far in an hour. I've been playing that and I didn't get that far in an hour.
That's a massive game. You should just look at that as like a nice little extended demo time, you know? I wouldn't even be too worried about that because that's like almost like getting just a free little demo of it. I don't know. I'm not too critical of that because it's better than nothing. It's almost like they threw that in there as just a little extra bonus of here's a little, if you like it, you can still go buy it. And they had enough games on the other list where I was like, if it was more games on that time trial list and less on the actual list of games available, then I'd be a little more critical of that. But yeah, I think that, I don't know. They're just throwing that in there and hoping that people will then go buy the game afterwards.
Yeah.
But what did that say? Extra, premium, essential, extra, premium.
Yeah, so like
I feel like there's so many tiers and levels and
so
subscription models. It's kind of like we just need like a big fat like chart or I don't know. It's a lot to. It's like, what am I even paying for, and what's included in what? So
there's a chart out there somewhere. I know I've seen them in the wild. But yeah, like essential, the games that come out first, which is the bottom tier. That's the lowest tier. Your games will come out the first Tuesday of the month.
Yeah.
And then extra and premium, also known as deluxe, they'll come out in the middle of the month, and the number of game varies per month.
Right. Okay. Well, this will be, interesting to see in action. I don't think I probably won't sign up for it right away. Give it some time to sort of marinate a little bit and see what they continue to add, right?
Yeah. Right out the gate, I won't do it. I'll definitely have to wait and see what they got.
But it is, I think, good for gamers.
Yeah.
Good for gamers. I think Microsoft kind of pushed them in this direction. And again, that's the competition is
healthy.
Good for,
Yep. It'll only get better from there, in my opinion.
Gotta keep moving and shaking.
And Nintendo's got their, expansion pass and they've got their old
Nintendo's
consoles.
Just doing Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
They're kind of just doing their own little Nintendo thing a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what Nintendo does, but they're sort of kind of in there. Not
trying.
Not as friendly as like this when it comes to new titles, but they've got some stuff going in there. All right. What do we got next?
Next up is Fall Guys is coming to Nintendo Switch and Xbox, and it's going to be free to play for everyone.
So
free to play. That's pretty nice.
Have you ever tried Fall Guys?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but
it's been a very long time for me as well.
Yeah, I fell off.
I mean, it was one of those games where even from the get-go, when everybody was going insane for it, I was like, I'm good after an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 max. There just needed to be more there. And then I think they did like one major update last year, or maybe even, I don't know, maybe over a year. How old is that game? A while ago. It was a while ago that I jumped back in, and I was like, oh, this is fun because they added some new game modes and some new maps and stuff. And then I was like, all right, I get it. So it's one of those games where I'll just jump back into it every once in a while and see what they've updated. I really wanted like private lobbies as like a streamer. I was just like, that would be really fun. But I'm just playing these games against random people. I don't know.
There's not too many.
Didn't it come out like it was at the
2 years ago, 2020?
Yeah,
it
it was during COVID.
Yeah.
It came out when everybody needed something. It came out at the right time.
I think this game would definitely benefit from a private lobby option.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think it would be huge because, I mean, you look at...
private lobbies are now a thing.
Oh,
Toonsy.
do they have them on there?
That's what he said. That's what they say. Let's look it up.
For anybody? Fall Guys private lobby, huh? Can you make a private lobby? Show selector. Live shows, custom options. How to
And there
crossplay
you
with
can
friends.
host a custom show.
That apparently came out
Okay.
last year. So clearly it's been a while since I've...
Yeah, we haven't been on the Fall Guys scene in a long, long
Okay.
time.
Well, there it is. We are in the RetroLab, you know.
So
We're time
all
Time.
versions of
means
Fall
nothing.
Guys will support crossplay, cross progression. So that means if you have it on Switch, PC, you'll have the same, profile, obviously.
Yeah.
The new season is called Free for All. It will include new challenges, rewards, events, and locations. We'll have major updates to the game's progression systems and include a new in-game currency called Showbucks. Players can purchase Fall Guys Season Pass with Showbucks, but there will also be a free progression track. And then existing players who paid for Fall Guys will get free cosmetics and a Legacy Pack bundle and the free-for-all Season Pass for investing early in Fall Guys.
I got to say, I like that it's crossplay, and I like that it's free to play, but I also am just a little bit, I don't know, tired of all the,
More battle passes.
listen, we've got our battle pass. You get your money bucks and your coins, and then you get your loot by getting this package. If you hit this level XP, then you can unlock this, and this progression system's like this. And I get that gets people hooked and people really get into that. But playing Elden Ring and just playing the game, and that's just the game, and I'm playing the game, and I get the stuff in the game because it's all right there.
You didn't hear about Elden Ring's battle pass?
Elden Ring's Battle Pass. Oh,
you get
God.
you get the let me 1v1 dude's skin.
Oh,
if you get to level 100.
Let me solo her.
Yeah, let me solo or whatever his
Let
name
me
is.
solo her. Oh, man, these battle passes. Showbucks. Great. Yeah, I'll I don't know. I also I get that they want to monetize their game and make some money, but I don't know. It's just getting a little bit it's just getting a little bit old with all these different it's very mobile gamey.
Yeah.
It's very mobile gamey and all
very
right,
mobile
here,
gamey.
dangle this in front of you, and there's all these little kids who then they get their friends got this and they want to get this, and it's like, how can we monetize things as much as possible?
Give me lightsabers in Fortnite.
More money.
I guess it's also listen, if the game's just there and you can just play the game and that stuff is just optional on the side, I get it. It's okay. But it is still a little bit I don't know.
It's all part of that loot box.
Yeah.
Loot box controversy stuff. This is that gray area
It
you can
is.
fall in.
All right, what do we got next? GWJ, what do we got next?
Next up, something rare has happened. Elden Ring has passed up Call of Duty as the top-selling game in the past 12 months.
Dude, all thanks to the microtransaction, season pass, cosmetic, ring bucks, ring loot box,
Okay,
season
but
pass.
has Elden Ring sold more copies than Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga?
Dude,
Don't forget,
yeah,
I remember our bet.
it has to have. That's right. We did make a bet. We did.
The premium finger, yeah, the finger weapon is gold.
Yeah. The premium fingers battle
3
pass.
million copies.
Dude, it's getting blown away.
Yes.
Let's see. Elden Ring is currently at 13.4 million units.
It's not over yet.
I'm only 10 million units shy.
Yeah, there's still a chance. So you're
Premium
saying
finger
there's a
butthole.
chance. Yeah, that game, so good. I love that so many people are playing it. I just finished the game on Monday officially. It's one of the best games I've ever played. Again, I highly suggest you thinking about jumping into it because it is, in my opinion, the most accessible Dark Souls game
Play it.
Yeah.
I do. I've finally I've been watching you playing and stuff, and when I'm able,
You're ready.
I will be jumping
We got
into
him,
Elden Ring
guys.
at some
We
point.
got him. Yes. You're going to love it. I played on like an easier difficulty, and I've been talking about this a lot on the stream, where it's just like they give you things that you can use that make the game easier. And now we were talking about it a little bit too on the last episode, but the summons are just so strong. The summons are so strong. They will distract the bosses, and then you can, I mean, it's not like a free victory.
Oh yeah, no,
It's not a free victory. It doesn't turn the difficulty to nothing, but it certainly gives you a much better chance. And then I was messing around for the first time with co-op and some invasion stuff, and I'd never really done that before, and it was actually really fun. I was having a good time with both, like going in and helping other people fight bosses. You just get to see the boss fight again. There's nothing on the line in terms of like obviously I like trying to win for the person, but it's a little bit more like I already did it, so I'm in here just checking things out, you know,
trying to help,
throwing some magic out there, trying to buy him time, going over, dropping a healing stone next to him.
Just take
like,
some screenshots. of
Yeah,
the area.
I was
Just
like,
admiring
once
the
the
background.
once the boss got really low, I would back off because I was like,
if it
I want
looks
you to
like-
do it. I will never like finish a boss.
Oh, see, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, if it looks like this person is like super struggling,
Yeah.
will you hit him with that freaking Kamehameha beam and one shot the
Dude.
boss?
Well, it'll definitely do like what they do is they actually give the boss more resistances and more HP to offset it a little bit. So it's like
Okay, so you do like the Borderlands. The more characters you have, the difficult the enemies are.
that's what chat was telling me. So
Okay.
yeah, so you can bring in two summons, and it looked like everybody was like really trying to win. I didn't have like one
No
instance
griefers
where
or
yeah.
anything? All right.
So that is definitely a viable strat as well to bring in people, and it was really fun to help other people too. And then it was fun to invade people as well. I mean, I was just having fun with the multiplayer, and that's, you know, something I wasn't really expecting. The latency wasn't amazing, but it wasn't so bad that it was like unplayable.
I'll probably have to wait for a sale, but
Yeah, just wait for a sale.
as soon as I'm able to, I'm jumping in.
One of the best games I've ever played. So good, so
you
fun.
say it's a once in a lifetime game.
Once in a
one of those?
lifetime game. Once in a lifetime. I think I clocked in 220 hours. I just spent yesterday like going through weapon by weapon and like I didn't stop at every single weapon and like test every single weapon out, but I basically spent 5+ hours
Just testing weapons.
like trying the different weapons and like trying out their special moves. And
That's cool.
because I like was so thorough in my playthrough, I mean, sometimes I would pick a weapon up and I'd be like,
Just keep moving.
let me just keep it moving. I'm just playing the game right now. It doesn't work for my build, but I kind of like put some talismans on that raised specific stats that allowed me to then like wield more weapons that I couldn't normally wield. And even then there were still some weapons that I couldn't wield, so I'll have to wait till I like fully respec when I do the DLC. That's my plan. I'll like change so I can like do strength and incantations, which is the other kind of like magic. So there's like your spells, which are sorceries, mostly like blue magic, but then you've got these seals, which are like little almost talismans. What is this? It's like I don't know. It's like a round. I don't even really know what they are. I have no idea. Chat, help me out. But that is the item that you wield to cast these incantations, and these are like holy-based buffs and attacks, and maybe even dragon attacks. So there's all sorts of like dragon.
A seal?
A seal. It's like not like a
They are seals.
seal, like
It's a Navy seal.
dude, you get a seal out, you ride the seal.
Andre.
Yeah. So there's still like so much to uncover and see and enjoy in terms of the different weapons and mechanics. But I did go through yesterday and like was just trying out different summons that I never got to, and different weapons. And it's just so fun, Mike. I can't wait for you to play it, man. And I'll even like jump in and like do some co-op stuff. And I'm sure there'd be some people in the chat, or whenever you start streaming, there'd be people who would be willing to
I will be
like jump in and helping you out. Yeah.
I'll be right after the tutorial, and the first person will kill me.
It'll probably be really like entertaining, fun stream to watch too, because when you bring in co-ops, that opens up the opportunity for people to invade you. So that'll like have you now you outnumber them usually.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that'll be like a nice little dynamic too, because you'll just be trying to play the game, and they'll be like hiding and trying to like jump out, and you have to like deal with that. So, dude, looking forward to that stream.
Yeah, because they
whenever
got
you get to it, man.
That mimic spell, don't they? Where
Dude,
like, you can turn into stuff.
Oh my gosh, these guys were camping, and I turned into like a little cocoon. And they were at the bottom of they were outside this little tunnel, and there was a route kind of like going down where I could fall off on either side. When I first walked out, they were just casting spells at me, and so I turned into this cocoon, and like it was low enough to the ground where they like couldn't see me, and I like snuck all the way down the route and around to the side of them, but I didn't know that they couldn't hear my footsteps. It was one of like my first invasions, and before I could make a move, they just disconnected. Isn't that lame?
Oh,
they were like, oh, so he's not going to push us, and so we're just going to straight up disconnect.
They didn't want to go down the fatal
funnel. Yeah, it was like, either come hunt me, even though I was right there about ready to like make my move. Anyways, cowards.
Pizza Dude.
Pizza Dude, what's next?
What you got?
Next up, we have a new trailer for Mario Strikers. So if those of you that are not aware of what Mario Strikers is, it's basically Rocket League with plumbers and Koopas.
Perfect.
Instead of cars. I have the trailer here. I will bring it up. Bear with me. It might be muted or a little loud. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
What? Why is he wearing football armor?
Soccer.
I think because they like, I think you can attack each other and like use special moves and stuff.
So this is going to show off multiplayer stuff.
Yeah, they've got
Strikers Battle League.
Battle League.
Strike is like soccer. If soccer had an electric fence, no rules, and intense 5v5 battles.
Ooh, nice bicycle kick.
Sure, you still dribble, pass, and shoot for the goal. But with no fouls, you can tackle, thrash, and even stop.
Oh!
Dude, go back and slow that down. Go back. Hold on. Put it in reverse. I mean, who was that? Who did that?
That was Mario slide tackling into Luigi.
Yeah, slow it way down.
You can tackle, thrash,
Bam!
Dude, brotherly hate.
This guy kicked
Oh
in
my
your chest.
god. He's like,
this game looks amazing.
his own brother. Oh my god. Ooh, boost him up. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Give him a little shoulder check. Oh god. Hey, that's not legal. He's carrying the ball.
Yeah, he just picked it up.
I don't even know soccer.
Get hands on and push your team to victory. Literally.
So DK forgets that it's soccer, decides to play volleyball instead.
No rules.
All right, here we go. You always got to get the super move.
Get your gloves on a strike orb when it appears on the pitch.
Whoa.
Avoid your opponents until you can charge it up and let her rip while your opponents are distracted.
Whoa.
The goalie's like, guys.
Guys, this is a tornado.
I think Luigi could have had a better one. Why can't he use like the poltergust or something?
That would have been cool, yeah. Something more in line with the character.
I'm just being hypercritical. That was still awesome.
That's true.
You'll You'll have 10 total players on the field, with each
This will be a
character
cool
having
screen
their
game.
own signature
Oh yeah, this
striker
would
style.
be awesome.
Need a jack of all trades? Mario's your man.
Classic.
Want to punish with power? Bowser's the bomb. Need to score and shove with speed? That's Peach's prowess. The rules may be non-existent, but protection is paramount.
Like what?
Luckily,
Oh,
So we're going
the
with
different
football and
outfits.
Tron and all.
It's basically
That's
football.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's Tron-esque.
Oh, he's got a Saiyan Scouter on.
Luigi, what's the power level?
Mamma mia! It's over 9,000 Mario. What the hell is that?
Here to create your superstar
You know, the
soccer
fact that
squad.
Wario just keeps picking up the ball.
So good.
Absolute.
I like how
reckless
Nintendo
abandon.
does this, though. They take these games based in reality and just max them out in terms of arcadiness. Just overall arcadey
Battle
zaniness. Like,
Don't you just hate it when Manchester United throws bob-ombs onto the field?
Right.
yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Friendship can be forged amidst the flames of
The
strife,
Striker
like in the
Club.
online-only Strikers Club mode, where your own club competes against others for rankings and promotions.
Bowser with his
Up to
Cyclops
20
powers.
strikers can join a club.
Sure, the network
Create your own
connection's
club
gonna
or
be
join an
great.
existing one.
Potatoes.
Jeez.
In Strikers Club,
Pretty
you and your
brutal
fearsome friends
in,
play matches to accumulate
Oh, there it is,
points each
season.
season.
Nintendo
These
Mario
points
Aces.
determine your club's ranking, so keep an eye on them.
That was a tennis.
That's
one,
pretty
wasn't it?
cool.
It's
They have
tennis,
seasons.
yeah.
Matches can be played alongside others in your club, or you can strike solo for points. Your ranking at the end of each season determines
Cool.
which division you'll compete in during the next season.
Wow,
I'm
this-
excited.
Compete ruthlessly to earn points.
This,
get promoted, and become the top
exceeded
club.
my
You can also
expectations.
get demoted, so the stakes
Yeah,
are
I
I-
high.
never get super excited
Club owners
for
also get to
the
manage
sports
members
Mario
and
games.
customize
I enjoyed Mario
uniforms.
Golf. It was
Best
just a
of all,
cool
Mario
as a
Golf
deal.
was
owner, you can
great,
give some
yeah.
flair to your lair by customizing the club
Again,
stadium with different
they
goals
are
and
they're
field
Oh, look at
designs.
that.
they're just
Two
fun.
club stadiums will smash together in
You can
Strikers
customize
Oh, that's pretty
stadiums.
cool.
Stadium full of
Okay.
flair.
That's a really unique idea.
Get gritty with Mario and friends in Strike.
Usually Yoshi.
Anything goes. Mario Strikers Battle League. Available June 10th only on the Nintendo Switch system.
June
Digital
10th.
Oh,
pre-orders
coming
are
soon.
now on
Wow.
Nintendo eShop and
Ooh.
Nintendo.com.
Yeah, Mario Golf was great. Mario Tennis was pretty freaking fun. Besides Bowser Jr. being too OP. Don't go down that route again. They nerfed him. They did nerf him, but it just took a while. But yeah, that looks great. That looks
like
pretty
a lot of
fun. I'll probably be playing that day one for sure. I'm into it. Again, super arcadey. Online. We'll see how the connectivity is on the Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a deciding factor.
That's a big deciding factor, but that could be even great just for in here, like local.
Oh, yeah.
Play. You know what
That'd
I'm
be
saying? Like some 2-on-2.
agree.
Yeah, so that would be cool. All right, what do we
Cool.
got next? That looks awesome. We're into it.
Next up, we already talked about it a little bit tonight, but the Dead Space remake is coming officially in January of 2023.
Oh yeah.
Specifically January 27th of 2023. It's
Yeah.
coming to PS5, PC, and Xbox. They said they'll be showing off more in October, just ahead of Halloween. They said so. Don't expect anything until then. So it's being made. It's being remade by EA Motive, which developed Star Wars Squadrons. The remake is adding a few tweaks to the signature gameplay mechanics, story, and characters.
Nice.
Doesn't say
Nice.
specifically what.
Okay.
I think that's going to be I have high hopes for that. I didn't play Star Wars Squadrons, but I heard it was pretty fun.
Oh, I love Star Wars Squadrons.
So
that was a very fun game to play.
That team, even though that game seems very different from this game, as long as that game was like nicely polished and
Yeah.
you know, a finished, completed game, and
Oh yes,
ran well.
Star Wars
and
Squadrons was very polished, very very well done. A
I
lot
did-
of details
yeah.
that I never would have thought of were put into that game.
Okay, cool.
So I got some high hopes for this.
Nice.
They're gonna have to work for my approval on this one.
Expectations are pretty high. Yeah, I think that this is definitely a game that people are very hype about, and also just have a lot of positive things to say when it comes to the full series.
Oh yeah, that's
so,
gonna be a fun stream game right there.
yeah. All
Bye.
right, nice. What do we got next, Beat to do?
All right, up next, we got some cool ones coming up. We got a Dark Souls-esque like game called Another Crab's Treasure. There's a trailer here, but
Okay.
it's a crustacean-themed Souls-like game. It's made by an indie developer called Aggro Crab. It's inspired by Dark Souls. You will battle as a hermit crab trying to reclaim your shell. The developer
Forget about Dead Space.
right.
Is this gonna be another
Forget
Agent
it.
Pond game?
No. It's the developer states it's going to be challenging, just like the Souls games, as players battle ocean fauna with forks, knives, chopsticks, and over 50 potential scavenged items that can serve as a temporary shell. And they state that it will be released sometime in 2023 on the Nintendo Switch and PC. So I will bring up this trailer real fast.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
dear
see what we
Lord.
got here.
Make it big.
I'm liking the music.
There's just a bunch of trash. Aggro Crab. I'm getting like SpongeBob vibes a little bit.
Shells like.
Oh, God. I almost wish that they put some platforming in there a little bit.
Samurai.
It's almost like a Nintendo-y type game.
Well, it is coming out on Switch and PC.
Yeah.
That definitely reminds me of Alice: The Madness Returns.
Yep.
100%. American
Another Crab's
McGee's.
Treasure.
It doesn't have that dark style, but with like the platforming and the hack and slash that it had going, that yeah,
Sure.
definitely would fall into that category.
Dude,
So yeah,
looks cool.
Wow.
keep an eye out for it.
Nintendo's Indie World.
I like that art style. I like the music that was with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That might be worth looking into.
Cool.
Put it, 2023. Again. Comes out the same day as Dead Space. We're all playing that instead of
Oh,
Dead
God.
Space, right? Yeah.
That'll help with the saturation on
Right.
Twitch.
All right, what's next?
right,
Pizza
so,
D?
To go along with that, we have another Souls-like game coming up. It's called Lies of P, and the main character is none other than Pinocchio.
Okay.
It's going to be
Huh?
dark and gritty. So
Think I saw a video for this
What?
before.
it takes place in a twisted version of Pinocchio's world where automatons have overrun the fictional city of Krat. Pinocchio must find Mr. Geppetto to reverse the city's ill fortunes, claimed to have profound narrative choices later on.
So like Mass Effect narrative choices?
So that's what I'm taking it. They
Yeah.
didn't really dive
Okay.
into it. The game is being built as an RPG, so there's going to hopefully be diverse build options for Pinocchio. Round 8 is the game dev, and they have veterans from Monster Hunter World working on it.
There you
And
go.
this trailer I have right here is stated to be pre-alpha gameplay, but it's touted to be very polished. So I will bring that up It doesn't look like it's on YouTube.
Yeah, let's check it out. Life of P.
Lies of P.
Oh, that's a great way to start it.
It was like Bloodborne.
Yeah, right?
It's hard to believe this is pre-alpha gameplay.
That is
too.
very polished
It's
for
looking-
pre-alpha.
Blar, the dev is round 8.
Wake up, son.
Is that James Earl Jones?
Yeah, I hope so.
Whoa, okay. All right.
Dude.
Pinocchio's a badass.
Get
that his
over
nose?
here.
Some little Sekiro action there.
Yeah.
So I wonder what the combat style is going to be more like, because for me it's split between the Soulborn combat style, Bloodborne and all that, or Devil May Cry
Yeah, I agree.
with the magic and everything like that.
Sure.
Yeah, that could definitely work as
Oh, here.
Okay, apparently Pinocchio uses the Force.
Yeah.
Oh, this must be a boss.
It's a great trailer.
Wow.
It's a great trailer. Did say that was actual gameplay.
Yeah.
At the beginning, it said this is actual gameplay.
Pre-alpha
I think it
gameplay
did.
footage.
Wow.
It is pre-alpha, yeah.
Very impressive. It looks cool. It looks fun. It just looks like Bloodborne Pinocchio, but I'm all for it. I like the idea. I've wanted like a more intense like Ninja Turtles game
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like these other, I don't know, series that we enjoyed when we were kids that now as adults it's like, let's have the game grow up with us a little bit. I never thought Pinocchio, I guess, never came to mind. I wasn't like, dude, I hope Pinocchio can slash through an attack with a sword and fight. I wonder if his nose could like be a weapon. He like
It's like a special.
fucking pecks him with. Do you peck with the nose? I mean, I guess if your nose is long enough,
Yeah.
poke their eyes.
It's a special move reserved.
He has to like lie a bunch of times in a row. Like,
Maybe that's what the moral thing is. Like, you remember Mass Effect 2 when Shepard would do renegade stuff, like his scars and stuff? Would get worse?
yeah.
Every time you lie or do something bad, your nose gets longer.
Enemy. Yeah, I don't know. So that's pretty cool. I think that, you know, any release on, it says more details, reveals about Lies of P will be revealed at G-Star in Busan, South Korea, November 17th. So there it is.
Okay.
Mark it down for November 17th. And Monster Hunter World, do people really like that one? I didn't play any of the Monster Hunter games.
I know
Yeah.
really enjoy
A lot of
Monster
people
Hunter.
like that one.
Okay, cool. So some veterans of Monster Hunter World on that team. Well, that's pretty dope. We're down. We're
that
into
definitely
it.
looks sick.
Anything else, Pizza Dude?
That is all for the news today.
That's it. Thank you, Pizza Dude. Great job, Pizza Dude. With that is the end of our first half of tonight's podcast. We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we will be getting lost in time in our first gaming segment. And then we're going to be playing some Donkey Kong Country a little bit later as well. So we're going to take a quick break, get up, refresh these drinks, and we'll be back in a few minutes. This is the RetroLab podcast here on Twitch with me, Futureman, and MadDawgMike, and the Pizza Dude. Everybody who's tuning in live, thanks for enjoying it with us. Everybody watching on the YouTubes, thanks for watching on YouTube.